All right, what is the call over here?
I think this is a throwaway round.
Okay. I would say if your teammate has a gun, like an op,
Yeah.
play with him,
Back.
die for him if you can. Make sure set him up for success all the time. So,
Yeah.
I think smoke is good, but like honestly, I don't think it delays much, cause your gun, you have a USP either way. You have a, if you had a 5.7, I'd say you could probably do more. Like
Yeah.
let's say you can't delay the inevitable and they rush up, right? If you
Yeah.
get into cave early, you're able to have a pretty good like retake. If you have a 5.7, you can hold close. If someone pushes and gets over aggressive, you can kill him with your 5.7. It's more probable than if you have a USP, and you could just get kills. And then once again, you should oops, I alt tab. You should try to set up for this dude, since he is the only guy with the gun. Or if you have a flash, it was not bad. You flashed for yourself, peeked off it, not bad. But yeah, these rounds are the most important rounds to like group up, because if you're not, there's very little chance of getting killed. Like in gun rounds, yes, it's very important, but still your chance is so much lower than a gun round if you're like alone, right?
Alone.
Because
Oh,
at least
yeah,
you still have good guns to get, like you still have the good tools to get stuff done.
Yeah.
This, I would just say jiggle peek it again, because wide swinging it is very awkward. And you can, after you get the info, you can just back off, because that's what you did either way. So if you're out in the open and they wide swing you, it's very cooked.
It's over anyways. Yeah.
Yep. Playing around the smoke, not bad. Just be careful if you're close right or around the pillar on the right side.
Yeah.
Oops.
He calls he's win here, so I'm like trying to chase. And then
That's good.
it is what it is on this round.
But yeah, honestly, bro, just group up.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, okay, that's good. Good save. Wait.
I missed.
Something can be said. Something can be said. Let's check this out, bro. Let's check this out. Okay. Two things.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be holding an angle, something I like to do, I like to jiggle a little bit, right? But like just so I don't fall asleep. And two or three things, I guess. Be aware of it. Be aware that somebody can peek you, not just like you're not just holding for the show, because a lot of people do that a lot, where they're just holding and they're like pretending to hold, but they're not actually, and they kind of like lose focus. So just be aware that somebody can still peek you. And number three, be aware of your time to kill. Basically, if your reaction time is like a little bit slower on the slower side, then hold not here. Don't hold so tight, but hold a little further so you can at least like get it right. Also, I would say crouching is better, because you would make yourself a harder target than if you're standing. You got let's say this is you, right? Wait. Let's do a drawing. If you're not crouching, this is how much of you is visible, bro. If you're crouching, this is how much of you is visible, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fire demonstration.
I like it. Yeah, honestly.
Alright. Did you call out that you were gonna molly ramp?
No, he just wasn't mauling ramp, so I'm mauling too.
Alright, yeah, when you take matters into your own hands, bro, make sure you still call it out. Just call out your utility. That's important. I can also send you a utility guide that I've been working on, so.
Hey, I'm down.
Or, not utility, communications guide.
Oh, I'm down. Hey, I'll take it, man.
Hey, man, it's how I'm gonna get into coaching, bro. I gotta make some guides.
Let's do it.
Kind of awkward. You guys are down, so you have to make a play, but be aware of this close left corner. Or your left. Your left. Wait,
I'm just gambling. Side. It's left. My left.
Yeah, generally, okay. If you have another teammate, have them pin a flash for you, but you don't. So, I would say look to your left just in case, because I think it's if you like stick to the right wall, it's very unlikely that someone's holding down here, especially if it's smoked. There's also a very good spot if you would on T side if you want to hold for the bottom ramp push. Basically, just get on this door and then crouch, and then your sight line is over here, and it's good because when they're walking down ramp, they can't see your head over the box. Because if you're just holding this without crouching,
yeah,
they can't see your head. So they would not expect you if you're just crouched, and you can hold for this peak right here, and you're crouched, and it would be a pretty brilliant off angle, which is pretty good. I use that a lot when I used to play this map.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
I missed.
oh, shoot. Oh man, that's so unlucky. I would say
Yeah.
no way, bro.
I get the call that the other guy is lurking.
Okay, that's you know what, stuff happens.
No.
I would say, wait.
Yeah. Here is like I'm like a couple seconds away. But then I didn't know that my teammate's swinging. He says he doesn't say anything, right? I'm gonna assume like you would just hold because why? Because he has to cross out to get me anyways.
Yep.
So like, why would you peek him? So it was just,
okay.
It was unlucky, but he's like, "Oh, you should just peek with your pistol." I'm like, "Well, I thought I was low. I don't remember if I'm low, but in my head I was low, and I'm like 3 seconds away from the defuse."
Yeah. I would say at the same time though, if you have so much time,
do I trade? Yeah.
There is. Sure, you want to defuse, but there's really no incentive to like force the defuse when you have so much time.
Yeah.
So in that case, I would just say honestly, fight with your teammate, bro.
Fight?
Like,
Okay.
or at least if your teammate is doing whatever like on his own, you fight on his own, fight on your own, because at least try to get rid of him, bro. Because if you're defusing, you're giving the opponent a 1v1 for your teammate, and then if he kills him, it's another 1v1 on you. So it's more likely to lose than a 2v1.
Yeah.
So yeah, just be aware of that.
Yeah.
If you have, of course, if the time is taking down a lot, then of course, yeah. But like, try not to force the plant as much because it's very awkward a lot of time. Also, when you're on B alone and it's a 3v2, you guys are down to man, try to at the very least, one, delay the plant, and two, make a play, or at least try to equalize it. I think it's good that you got one. I think you should have.
I should have got the second one too.
Honestly, take a risk, I'd say, but in cases like this, if you're going to be smoking off B ramp, go take cave with your homie. I'm pretty sure this is an offensive smoke to get cheetah control. Who cares, bro? Just run through it. I think if your teammate is here, jumping up already, I would say maybe you don't have to go immediately. You don't have to fight immediately because sometimes they're just running up here and it's not favorable for you. But if they're smoking this every single time, think about how you can abuse this, right? If your teammate is jumping up, be aware that he is up, and then if he's up, that means you can probably take a fight with him. Now, there is a chance that there is a guy already hiding and ratting in cheetah, but if you clear him out, you guys have a double peek, which is really useful, and you guys have like basically a better line of fire for the people on bottom ramp. This is just, you're just waiting for them to come to you, and when you're kind of down, I would not do that. You should probably try to make a play. Of course, I mean, you did say that you're not too confident, or you're like more in the back. Who cares, bro? It's a pug. Pugs are what you use to get better. It's not like it's a major. Just try new stuff if you can, cause if you don't, I mean, when else are you gonna try, right? It's.
That's true.
Yeah, I would say just try to take initiative. That's very important. And if it doesn't work out, yo, who cares? You know, just maybe you could try something different next time, right?
So, adding on to that then. So technically right now, if like it's this situation right now, you think I should be doubled up with my cave player and just kind of give up B? Like completely?
I would say yes.
What should I be doing? Just double up with cave then?
Yes, but make sure your teammates know. If you're going to be doubling up, because you guys have a lower chance of killing them, doubling up would be amazing, and you guys can actually maybe snowball on some AKs and stuff. And then, but you guys have to tell them, your teammates, that yo, they can come up B ramp. Let's play retake. Because if you're giving up a B site and you're going to cave, you're basically essentially giving up site for retake, and you're giving up site for free. So tell them, yo, don't care about B. Just be careful for the flank, just in case if they do a long flank to like here, and then they kill him. Be careful of that. But yeah, I would say it is very useful. Just double up with this guy here. Just super important. Let your teammates know what holes that you are leaving. Just like chess, you be aware of what your teammates or what is open. If you're even if your teammates aren't doing it, bro, you have to do it. That's the only way you're gonna get better. It's putting in more work, but still, it's very worthwhile if you ever want to win, because your teammates, even as much of a bum as they are, as much of bums they are, they can still use that info to their advantage, and they can still get more done with the little that they do. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, this guy got down low. If you were there to trade, it would have been pretty wonderful. You did get to trade, which is nice, but you're pretty low now.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a that's a big thing. That's why usually I would say clear close before you do this spam, because if you don't, then this guy in here, you're cooked. You're pretty cooked.
Yep.
But yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah,
too
I would
slow.
say, but
you're kill too slow.
Yeah. Still, though, you're out in the open. If he go and committed, you would have been dead 100%. Try to find some cover. I would say still try to hold behind this. You can still basically do the same exact thing. Also, I'm not gonna try to really dissuade you, but I want to at least try to tell you that opping on Ancient is very, very difficult. But if you can make it work, go ahead. But still, opping on this map is very, very difficult because of all the slants and like all the weird angles. It's very, very hard. If you can make it work, go ahead. Be aware of the long push. Very, very possible. Not bad. I would say if you guys are going out on the retake, throw a flash that would flash them, but not you and your teammates. I would say maybe toss it over here because you did have a flash. Maybe here, or just freehand it towards side. Maybe it hits something. Maybe it doesn't. Better than not throwing it. Also, you guys have had this for a hot minute. I think clearing it is. I think it's a little bit of game sense, but clearing it would not be too useful because you guys, if a T had flanked, he would have done it long ago because you guys were back here for like a long time. So I would say in that scenario, just hold K for your teammate, hold for the defuse, because your teammates are already crunching down ramp, and if this guy insists on like forcing the defuse, hold the extremities. Like just once again, make sure that you can hold what your teammates are not holding, because if they're bums, don't get on their level, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, easier said than done.
Yeah. Alright, let's see this.
So I should be throwing HE faster then, right?
Let me check. Yes. Okay. I would also say learn this lineup for the Molotov if you want to do ramp. It's a little difficult, but it goes down so much faster and it lands a little deeper if you can throw it right as well. And if you do this combo of the Molotov, run, jump, and then do the nade, you can get it all out so much faster before they actually go up.
Got it.
Also, I would say if you're gonna be throwing ramp util, you should probably not be playing cave, because
it's late, right? Yeah.
Yes, one, you're late, and you have not as much util to ward off the cave players. This guy should be doing it, but this guy is just doing his own thing. You should, I would say, you either save your molly for the run up or for close cheetah, and then this smoke is also kind of meh.
Does it help them?
Yeah, a little bit. You give them map control, because now you know for sure. They know for sure that you cannot be in cheetah unless you're playing around the smoke. But then again, it's a very awkward smoke to play around, so they can just boop and then they get cave control. And then once if you play here, you don't know, bro. There could be two people holding you. It's very awkward. But I think you should try to calm for a player to take cave with you. I would say usually a 0, 2, 3 setup would do not that much harm, bro. If you guys get mid control, or wait.
So that's the thing, right? Is like we're calling 1-2-2, so 1A, 2 mid, 2B, but they keep playing 2A because the green guy keeps going A, even though purple wants to play A. So Toucan wants to play A solo, but we keep calling 2-2, and then Granny keeps going A. So it's kind of messing up our mid takes. So we're giving up mid for free, essentially.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Teammate issue, whatever.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm just trying to play with what I'm given.
Yeah. I'll say it's difficult, but if... Two things, if you're not too confident in your aim as well, and you're more in the back, I would say try to IGL more.
Yeah.
Call more plays. Try to rally your teammates. If they don't listen, too bad. But you know, try to make some plays. I'll say once again, try to just emulate what the pros do. Watching pro demos is very good. It's very good. Like just raw demos, you can try to emulate what they do. It's so good.
Huh.
Not as bad. Still, let some get into cave, but at least this time you have like you're able to hold inside a little bit more.
Yeah.
Try to go cheetah.
So should I not be throwing that?
It's not so bad if you guys are focusing on ramp, but just make sure that you're able to. They can't walk up on you here. Yeah. I would say take some risks as well. Try to if you're alone, who cares? Try to take cheetah, because I think a lot of these rounds are actually not taking cheetah. So if you can get it, it's very good. Like your teammates are not mid this round, but if you have cheetah. Sure, you're kind of untradeable, but maybe call your homie here to play with you, and you guys can go for a peek here, or you guys can do like a random smoke, like smoke here, to make sure to deny cheetah control. It's so good, because now they're confined in this little box, or I'm not sure if
I'm
this
thinking,
is
like,
so
if
rare,
I push
but...
cheetah, or if I push cheetah right now, right? It's like, what if they were playing their normal defaults of like mid? I don't have any mid players right now.
True.
It's like.
Well,
I don't know. It's kind of rough.
Counter-Strike is a game of chance. It's like gambling, bro. And in times like these, I like to say all on red, bro. Just go all on red. Just go all in. What do you have to lose? All your chips, maybe, but the chips are potato chips, bro. So who cares, right?
That's true.
Wow, wait, that's such a fire line, bro. Okay, sorry. I'm using that as my next inspirational speech. Alright. Get the nade out first.
Yeah. I don't know what's like a good lineup, so I always have to kind of pause at the pillar to like regain the line of sight, essentially.
Just bounce it off of any of these walls. It really isn't.
What does that be too deep or no? Because I always try to get it like top of the ramp, so they have to go through like a deep smoke if they are rushing.
Alright, you're gonna want to throw top ramp if you are dooring it super late, but if you're dooring it early, like your first, this is not so bad, bro. Maybe like a little further, like in like this wall over here, it's a lot better like that, and then you can also catch the rush.
Got it. Okay.
That smoke is also a little fat. They can lurk out on that, I think.
On the right side?
Yeah, it's... And they can also get super close. I would say try to smoke maybe a little further down so that they can't walk out on it. So also so that cubby is smoked off and it's very awkward for them to play in it. Once again, it is a very awkward angle. They do spam this a lot, but I think this is still... Playing cubby would still be a lot better than here. Because you're very... it's a very awkward if you don't play around it correctly.
So you know that cubby area? Should I be playing on like tucked in where most people are spamming? Or do I just like kind of move back and forth essentially?
I would say... In the beginning, if they're spamming, just don't play there yet. You can go afterward, but I would say play close. If you're going to be going with the smoke either way, make sure you can catch their walkout or their lurk out from close. And this way, when they're spamming this way, you're not going to get caught. I would say if you're... Okay. If you have a cave player, which you did in the beginning, you're okay. Just play here. You're exposed, but that's okay. Honestly, even if you have a cave player, you can still play here. Just look this way instead of focusing over there. Because if you have a cave player and you have a guy on long, you can play off of his contact. If he's peeking, jiggle peeking this, and they're coming out, they're gonna be occupied on this guy, and then you can peek and you can get one kill and you can back off into the corner, and then it's gonna do a bait and switch basically. Essentially, it's easier said than done outside the game, but that's kind of the theory of it. Also, make sure you're calling it out. Like, I'll play off you, or like I'll peek off of you. Ooh, I need to write that in my guide. Okay, well, I'll do that later. But yeah, just make sure that you know what your teammates are holding, and your teammates know what you're holding, and everything knows everything.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, I was so non. Okay, explain to me. Fill me up. What was the call, or what was your thought process?
It was so they take in. Oh, I don't even remember this round. I only know the last part where I whip. Oh. Essentially, they said that. So this guy that leaves cave right now says to go walk A, like rotate but walk A.
Okay.
So we're supposed to all three walk A, and then the donut guy is supposed to be playing donut, obviously. Right here, when I get to CT, I hear the guy red room. So donut guy gets one, and then he turns around and he tries to kill the donut guy. So I'm trying to help him out. He gets killed, and I try to trade the donut, but then I look. I don't know where he is because he didn't call it out. I just know that he's outside. So I see the guy jumping down cat, and I'm like, I'm not expecting him.
Okay. So, couple things.
Yeah.
When you guys had 3 on B, red room was open. Yeah. If you don't have, it's not wrong if you call this and it's not open, but every once in a while, if you think that something could be open, just ask your teammates, yo, is red room open? Can it be red room? Because even if they say no, or if they say no, it's not open, I'm holding it, that's good. At least now you know. But if it is open, there is a massive hole, and you guys got to be watching for the flank, because they can just go back lane and kill you very fast.
Yeah.
When you were rotating 2A originally, you had 0 ID, or just you did not account for the possibility of red room.
I think.
Yes. Yeah. True, but let me rewind it.
Yeah.
I rewind. Okay. Yes, but that doesn't mean for sure that red room is cleared. He could still peek off of that. Look.
Yeah.
There's nobody. There's been nobody in this section of the map for like 10-20 seconds, and your teammate pathed this way. So you should be thinking, yo, there's no way that he cleared this. So it is a possibility. So make sure, you see how you're like kind of aiming at the floor and not kind of accounting for it. Make sure you're accounting for the red room peak just in case. You never know. It's better safe than sorry. I would say also practice your MP9 spray. It's such a good weapon. Yeah, that Molotov is a little too slow, I think, in my opinion.
Okay.
From this angle, I'll send you the video I did one time about it, but you can right click, jump, throw on this and go for the peek on ramp if it's not smoked. It is this time, but if you want to go catch like a sneaky lurker out in the open, it's a very, very good pop flash at least. Okay, another thing.
So this whole time I should be playing in cave then, right? So wherever my teammate is, I should be doubled up with him, or should I just not be playing pillar?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that. You don't have to play cave with him, because okay, this round your weapons were not that bad, so you could just play here with an M4 and hold it. But the thing is, you play here every single time you play B, almost basically. So I'm gonna say you need to have variation in a lot of your stuff, like your like overall variation is so important, like your utility, your movement, your positioning. Like one round you can play here, sure, that's okay, but maybe one round you can play here and one round you can play here. And because you already have a teammate here already, if you're long and you're smoked off, just play for retake. You guys have at least cave to retake from, and you guys they're pretty much very awkward. The T's have to force something. It's very awkward if you're just like ooh. Yeah, that's very awkward.
It could be temple, so I'm holding temple because he says that the guy went temple.
Okay, not bad. Did you win this game?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say that would come down to awareness. Of course, your teammate didn't call it out, but try to your crosshair positioning. Maybe either pre-aim here already, and then you like move your crosshair as you move closer, or just aim higher. Because even if it was low and it was pre-aimed for deep, your crosshair was very low. It would not have hit the head. Try to aim for the head.
My sense is also pretty slow. I'm playing 800 DPI at 0.33.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can't 180 very quickly.
You should probably change that up so it's more flexible. Okay. It's yeah, rounds like that when they just don't care about your Molotov, nade would be amazing. It does, if it's further up, it does slow them down and they're just cooking in the molly, just sizzling. Your line of sight is a little awkward because when you're aiming at this, there's a possibility that a T could have already lurked past, and when you're it's very nitpicky, but like I would say clear it like an arc, you know, like you start you start looking this way, and then you finish looking this way, but meanwhile you do a sweep so that you make sure that when you're looking in, you're clearing at least the close stuff, and then boom, you go all the way and you clear everything else.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, this is one of the times I would say playing pillar would be okay, because you already have two teammates fighting for short or fighting for a ramp. You're able to hold it, or you can take it with them. But remember, bro, you gotta remember 100%, bro. This stuff can be open, bro. Be aware of what can be open and what cannot be open. Yeah, and now you let that guy walk up cave. You guys, it's could have been prevented, I would say.
So should I be taking that? Since we already have 3 on site, just take cave.
Okay.
Because like, I don't know if he's in there, right? If I clear it and I miss, don't I just give man advantage?
One person here, one person here, one person here. You guys are all looking at here. If you guys wanna, like speed up, because there is bomb on ramp, I'd say, yo, cave could be open, or like at least call it out at the possibility that something could be open. Like don't don't get like game theory and be like, yo, technically they could have like blah 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 blah, but like just call what you know and what could have Don't get too far into it, but just be like, yo, just a heads up, they could have crept past. Same thing with the red room stuff. If you're like a mid player and like you're holding mid, but then you have to like fall back, don't be like, yo, they can be yo, careful, 5 people mid, careful for 5 people setting up XQ. Just get the possibilities out, you know, like say, yo, they can be up mid, they can be in red, and just be done with it, you know. That's I don't know if that's a problem, but it's
no, it's not.
I've ran into it with some other people, so
I do think it, it's more of like, it's like I'm expecting them to know. Well, I get your point though, like I need to say it. I just like I feel like we should know based on like how many people are playing essentially, but I get that like it's just easier to say it.
Essentially, so. It's don't assume your teammate knows everything. Your teammates are not omniscient, bro. That's the biggest thing. That's actually what I said in my guide, which is pretty funny, but you have to remember, bro, your teammates are not you, bro. They don't see what you see and you don't see what they see. That's why communication is so important, bro. That is a very horrible nade. I would say molly, use your molly deep a little bit, because they are it's not so bad, I guess.
I kept in mind I like throw it past the smoke, not at the smoke.
Okay, yeah. And then after plant like this, if you have a dude here, it's such a powerful position. I don't think you ever need to play for his trade, because right here, when you play here, he has like a very, very tiny sliver of an angle where he can just hold this, and unless he gets hard cleared, bro, that guy is not dying. So I would say help your site dudes. You guys are all so split up, I'm just saying, because the smokes are starting to clear. You got one person temple, you got one person holding CT and one person in donut. Maybe the donut guy is watching CT, but a donut guy could be late and he could creep up with it. And you're taking ones, bro. Ones is horrible. I would say, of course, it's your teammates. Once again, it is your teammates and they're bums, but still try to just bunch up, basically.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, playing bomb this way is good as well. Alright, last round, let's see it.
Yeah.
Okay, not last round. Yeah, so as I said, your this round was the one round they were able to punish you because your utility is so late. You're far behind and you're not with the team or the pack, as like my ESA team likes to call it. So
yeah,
it's tough as well because 2 people went out and died and weren't really able to trade, but the 3rd person went out very late while you were still running up. So I would say don't hold them accountable to trade because at the end of the day it is just a pug. But I would say try to hold yourself accountable to be able to trade. So just go with them, and again, use your utility. Do the wall flash, Molotov, smokes, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because my mentality was just get the trade, and I'm like, I don't care if I die, just get the trade. But obviously, I didn't get the trade. But
yep.
I guess that was like my mentality.
The problem, no, it is a good mentality, but the problem is when you're so far back, you can't really trade. Trading is very difficult. There's not a lot you can do, bro, except for like watch with like popcorn in the distance. You peek this angle with expecting that there's nobody close. So I think there were a couple of instances where you also did this in other spots, but when you peek, you're already looking this way. And to you, there's no possibility of a player creeping up already, but in reality there is. So just remember that. Don't get lazy with your clearing, okay?
Yeah.
Be diligent with everything. Clearing, everything as well. You guys got flashed, unlucky, but you are good. You're stuck to this guy. So you're able to get this trade even if he dies, or he's able to get your trade even if you die.
Yeah.
Keep your AK out. I would say, unless your teammate is already running out, try to get left side donut first so you can at least look into CT. And then you can actually like throw Molotov, smoke, whatever, backside. Because when you're going out, it's so awkward. You have no idea. It's like you have person shooting you from here, person shooting you from here, person shooting from you here for you. You're very exposed. If you're able to at least isolate that one avenue, it's your chances of winning goes just so far. It just soars through the sky.
I get my mentality would just be the body, because we don't know we know he's on A, we just don't know where he's at. So I was just like, well,
true,
I'll go
you can be the body, but
yeah,
it's real. If you get okay, well, it's good that you're able to get the information in exchange for your life, but you can do more. Think about it. You're here with your homie. If your homie is even holding for you for like 1 second and you die, bro, this guy, he slides here. That guy's dead. Maybe he could have gotten out, and that's okay. But at least the trade potential would have been there, and then you guys would have been able to kill better. But yeah, the game is over. Let's see. Nice. All right. Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
it was a long time, but no, all good, bro. All good. That was I like teaching. It's nice. Just be aware. Awareness, laziness, not so much, but with your angle clearing, laziness is important. Variety, that's the biggest thing. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to variety in terms of utility, positioning, and your movements. It's a lot of stuff in the micro. The macro is like basically what your plan is, but if you want you want to get your micro or like you want to variate it basically, because if you're doing the same thing every single time, you're very like easy to
Readable?
kill. Yeah, readable. And if you're if especially if you're peeking the same way, you're easy to kill. So you want to try to workshop that. I'd say hop in the deathmatch, do that a little bit more. Your positioning also as well, you're just gonna get hard cleared every single time, especially on every other single map as well. You're gonna get hard cleared every single time if you play the same spot every single time. So have some variation, and this is why I'm saying watching pro demos can go a very, very long way. They play the game in ways that you never thought you could even play it in, and it's so, so good. You can watch like analysis videos as well, but pro demos are so good. Like Donk, Zaiwu, Rops, whatever, bro. It'll do you good if you want to actually get into get super, super good. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. That was a long.
But thank you so much for your time.
Yes, don't worry about it, bro.
I learned a lot. So.